Hello and welcome to Celebrity Science. Celebrity Science is a show where celebrities battle against scientists for everyday scientific knowledge. This is a very special show because for the first time we are partnering up with our friends, the Falling Walls Foundation. Now, today's topic is microplastics. About 60 years ago, humankind developed this miracle new thing, plastic. Plastic replaced wood, replaced metal, and we started using it for every different type of utensil we had around us. We started producing it in different colors, in different textures, and in so big amounts that we overwhelmed the planet into something plastic. Now, plastic doesn't actually biodegrade. It breaks down into small particles called microplastic. But why is it so dangerous, this microplastic? Why there's so much fuss about it? What can we do in order to correct the situation? Can we do something? This and many other questions, we're going to answer them today. But for this reason, we'll have two guests with us. One who is a specialist on microplastics, and she came all the way from Stockholm, although she's originally from Spain, Patricia Villarrubia-Gómez. Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, tell us, Patricia, why are you such an expert in microplastics?
Currently a PhD student at the Stockholm Resilience Center in collaboration with Gothenburg University. And I did my master's thesis on plastic pollution and planetary boundaries. And then I was working for an organization called Grid Arendal in collaboration with United Nations. And during the last 7 years, I just focus in plastics and microplastics.
Now, to accompany Patricia, we have another guest. He's a performer. He's something unique to our show. He's a very special guest. He's Philip Golle. Let's hear it from Philip. Now, Philip, tell us a little bit about yourself and how do you relate to plastic?
Obviously, I like it. I'm a performance artist since many, many years, and I do shows for a living, and that's what I do. I put makeup to be pretty. Something else you want to know, or?
Well, I think I'll find out throughout the show.
Perfect.
Okay, welcome to both of you, and we will play some questions in this game, and Philip will try to get the right answers. Obviously, we have to assume that Patricia will know the right answers. In fact, she has the right answers in front of her. Let's start with question number one.
Love it.
How much plastic has humanity produced since 1950? 8.3 million metric tons? 83 million metric tons, 830 million metric tons, or 8.3 billion metric tons?
So that's really difficult to answer because I was not alive back then. And I can only guess, but since you already said it's something that we produce really much and we replace basically everything with it, I would go for something really big. 8.3 million metric tons.
So
million.
8.3 billion.
Then I want even
tons.
more. I want billion.
Okay, all right.
We have billion metric tons.
Yeah.
8.3. That's what I want.
And how do you envision that? Is this big?
Like me on a Monday morning when I had munchies on Sunday. Big and a lot. No, it sounds like, yeah, this is my answer. D.
Okay, and
no?
It is the right answer. Well done, well done.
It was easy, no?
It's very funny that you said that you were not alive, you were not born when plastic started being mass-produced, right, in the 50s? So what if I tell you that half of these 8.3 billion metric tons half of it was just produced in the past 15 years.
Well,
So
then I would
perhaps
say, oopsie, I was part of it. I bought so much
Yes.
makeup, everything is packed in like plastic, and I feel like, ouch, ouch, ouch. It's like really, it's no fun anymore, to be
Yes.
honest. Like, I like smiling, but okay, cool. Next question then better, right? But it also has something to do with plastic. Okay, cool. Let's go for it.
Well, thank you, Patricia.
Yeah, thank you so much. You look stunning.
Phil, when you mentioned earlier 8.3 billion metric tons.
I mentioned so much. You did that. You made me mention that.
Well, it was one of the four choices. Do you know how much is this in weight? In fact, I'll help you, okay? I will give you four options. How much is 8.3 billion tons in weight? Is it equivalent to how many Eiffel Towers, how many Empire State Buildings, how many blue whales, and how many elephants? Okay, let's start with the first one, Eiffel Towers, okay?
How many would that be in order to reach
Exactly, exactly. That's the question, to reach
I'm
the
not a
8.3.
scientist, but I can actually understand the question. Thank you. So lucky today. Okay. I have to. So I actually have to say 4 answers now.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
That's cheating, guys. That's cheating. Okay, so how many Eiffel Towers would fit into 8.3 billion metric tons?
Yeah,
8.3 billion Eiffel Towers? No? Okay.
well, not really, because that means that each one of those towers would weigh 1 ton.
And that's not true because it's a lot more.
That's right.
So you're really helping me. Thank you. Keep going. Okay, so maybe. Oh my God! Now I get out as a
just
like
throw in
1.5 billion Eiffel Towers. Nice. What does that even mean?
Yeah, so this is about 800,000, 822,000 Eiffel Towers you would need to match this weight in plastic. Okay, let's move on.
You know that I studied circus and not this.
Well, I was kind of aware, but that's part of the
Okay,
exercise.
cool. That's the exercise. I'm exercising. I got a 6-pack already.
Okay, how many Empire State Buildings?
Okay, so this is bigger than the
Exactly,
Eiffel Tower,
exactly.
right? So I have to add a little bit. No, less.
Less,
I have to do
exactly.
less. Okay, so I take half of it.
Half of it. Well, actually, yeah, a little bit less than that. It's 25,000 is the right answer.
25,000. Okay.
Empire State Buildings. Okay, let's move on to something
It's a quarter of something.
Exactly. Let's move on to something more tangible, something which is a mammal like us. The blue whale. How many blue whales?
What?
Can I have question
This
C?
is really okay. Great.
A bit less than the...
150 billion. No? 150,000. I don't know.
Okay, the answer is 80 million
Exactly.
blue whales. And
That's what I wanted to say. Like 1 to lots of zeros
I
at
could
the
see
end.
it in
Yeah.
your eyes.
Right?
Yes.
I was completely.
Yes.
Yeah. A
and
lot.
now, this is going to be the easiest one.
Of course.
Okay, now we're moving into elephants.
Perfect.
Elephants are lighter than blue whales, okay?
I thought so. Yeah.
So we need more.
They have a lot of fat. The whales, no?
Yeah, they do.
Cold in the ocean.
Yes.
I know some things.
Yeah, okay. So how many elephants do you think we would need to match that?
More.
Yeah.
Double.
Well, it's 1 billion. 1 billion elephants. Okay, so it's a lot of elephants.
Yeah.
But the point is that...
It's a lot.
Exactly,
It's
that's the
way.
point.
The point is that it's absolutely a lot. It's way too
And
much.
it's becoming more every second?
It's becoming more every second, and actually, in the next 5 years, they want to produce a 30% more of increase of what it's being produced now for virgin plastic for single-use plastic. So what the problem we have right now with single-use plastic, 30% more in just the next 5 years.
Okay.
But why is it so bad?
So actually, it's very bad. It's bad because plastic right now is everywhere. When we study past generations, right? To learn more about civilization of humanity, we go and look for pots of clay, like we have here in Athens.
That's what we
right?
did together.
Exactly. So future generations are going to find plastic waste in our soil. Another thing is that plastics are not just like one type of plastic and one type of material. It's like hundreds, thousands of them, and they have a lot of different chemicals. And these chemicals can act as endocrine disruptors. So, for instance, the most known one is bisphenol A, which was created as a contraceptive for females. So it didn't work very well at that time, at high amounts for being contraceptive, but they found out that it was super good to make plastic transparent and hard. So now we have it in our plastic bottles and the food containers. So once
fertility goes down.
It may happen. There was just a recent research talking about how the fecundity and reproduction of humans may be very affected, and how the sperm count is declining or maybe declining due to this. So it's not only about females being affected, but also men being impacted.
But I have to tell you something. I never wanted to get pregnant.
Well, maybe me neither. But no, but that's not the point. That's
no, it's not. No, but we are actually ruining our own
exactly.
way of reproducing somehow.
That's the point. And it's not only humans, but also animals.
Let's play a game about the length of decomposition time with everyday items that we use. So basically, Phil, if you look at the list over there.
This list.
Yeah, this list. I would like you to guess the decomposition time for each one of those items. So, coffee pods, plastic bag, plastic bottles, plastic straws, and takeaway coffee cup.
And they're all made from plastic?
Yeah.
Okay, so, but we said that the plastic will stay always in our environment, so...
Not always, it will decompose at some time, but a long time ago. So we would like to give an indication of the length.
So I would go with the thickness of the plastic or which material it is made. You said there's different strands to what it is. I mean, the absolute horror was always the bags, right? Where everything gets caught and everyone is just taking it and throwing it. So I would go with the bag as the one that is staying as the longest, maybe. So difficult because everything sounds so weird. Okay, coffee pods. In Berlin we have those reused cups now because they really don't want us to do this anymore, which is so nice. But okay, so I'm starting with straws. Straws are the one that get decomposed first, then the actual cup. That's right.
Yeah, it's right.
Then the cup.
The coffee cup.
The coffee cup. It's very thick material probably, no? So, okay. Whatever, so then I would take the bottle because it's like squishy and but also it has a cap, so it has different materials. And then as the last thing, the bag. Okay,
let's see the right answers and then we can discuss about them.
Actually, the first one is the plastic bag.
Oh yeah, I've got it.
That is 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry,
yeah.
I was
There's
looking
plastic,
at
it's okay. The plastic straws take 200 years. 200 years. The takeaway coffee cup, 30 years. Then after the plastic straw is the plastic bottle, which is 450 years.
And I'm buying that 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Yeah,
the bottles.
Yeah.
And the coffee pots, 500 years.
Yeah, so this kind of put us into some scale to understand the length of time that it takes for plastic to decompose. But with all this conversation, it's not fair to be the ones that are demonizing plastic. There have to be some good things about it, right, Patricia? So if we were to hear some good things about plastic, 3 things about plastic, what would you say?
I think that, yeah, society would not have evolved in the way we did without plastic, clearly. The problem is when we overproduce it without having the ways of managing it. The second is, like, obviously for medicine. Like, thanks to plastic, we are able to, like, the health care can take care of us, but they can also take care of themselves. And this is in a more personal comment. I love the ocean, and in order for me to explore the underworld in the water, I need plastic for gear up.
When I was a kid or a teenager, recycling came into our lives. We started kind of selecting the different items and putting them into different bags. So let's see how much of this recycling is actually taking place. So the question to Phil now is, of the plastic that humanity has produced since 1950, how much has been recycled? And you have 4 answers. One of them is correct: 1%, 10%, 25%, or 50%.
So, we know how much plastic in elephants we actually have. And I mean, we are thinking about it for a very long time, so I'm cutting humanity a little bit of slack and won't say 1%, but actually I think that's true. I'm giving us B with 10%, so we worked a little bit with it and we are trying new things to find something that actually will just make plastic disappear, like poof, it's magic. 10% is my answer, because 50% no way, then it would not really be a crisis, I think. I give us 10%.
Okay, and actually 10% is the right answer. Well done. But 10% doesn't sound to be too much.
No.
Especially because there's some people, some families, some whole countries that are actually putting almost everything into the recycling bins, right? So why so little?
So actually from that 10%, we have to cut it down to 2% that has been effectively recycled. And we are not really recycling as much because plastic is very, very cheap to get. Virgin plastic is very cheap because plastic comes from fossil fuels, from oil and gas natural, and it's a byproduct of the refinery of these fossil fuels. So whatever we do, as far as we produce fossil fuels, we will have plastic, so nothing can beat that. There is no capacity for the system to be able to recycle everything we're doing. And when it gets recycled, it's not in our countries. We transport our waste to Southeast Asia, for instance.
Virgin plastic? That's what I heard from the whole thing. Virgin plastic. It's easy to get, that's what you said, right?
Yes, cheap.
Okay, cool.
The game is called Find the Plastic.
There.
Yeah, exactly. So
okay, did I
what
win?
we have here is a plastic bag. Well, a bag.
Okay,
yeah.
Good that I'm blonde.
A glass.
Mm-hmm.
A book. A €5 note. Do you have this in Germany?
€5 notes? Yes, yeah. I have plenty of those, but not the others.
A lipstick and a pencil.
Okay. And I'm supposed to find the plastic.
You're supposed to find the items that contain plastic.
Okay, so this is a plastic bag, guys. So I think this contains also a little bit of plastic. Okay, and all of them. Okay, so this is a glass. It's made from glass. But she also already said something with the transparent and it being somehow everywhere. So I would guess it's here, but I would think it's glass. This is glass, so there's no... there's a sticker.
The sticker doesn't count, it's okay.
This is a glass and it's only glass.
Not for the
Okay,
game.
good.
Then we have the note, and I would say that this has some plastic fibers, and because everything that shines, and also it sounds like, you know? I mean, it could be tough paper, but I think since it's so much money that has to be produced for the world, I think there's plastic inside.
Okay.
I can't tell where exactly it would be now, but
No,
I
it's
think
okay.
it's
This is a detail, but we like the fact that you identified it.
Then we have
Pencil?
made from wood, right, with the graphite kind of thing, and then what I see is that it shines, and I know that if this shiny, that most of the time the paint has plastic, and I can actually rub this off, so it's I think this plastic is around the pencil.
Okay,
And
wow.
lipstick, I mean, you can already see that this has plastic for sure. Then a horrible, beautiful color. I think that the packaging is plastic, obviously. Then the
How
color
about the
that
inside?
The inside.
I mean, you already said that we are actually having this on us all the time, right? And I can imagine that it is, but I would say it's wax plus pigment, but that's what's in my head. So I would say only the packaging. Then we have a notebook, seems to be paper, and here's definitely plastic inside of the bookmark. And then also, sometimes there's like silver lining and stuff. I mean, I would say here's plastic. The rest is glue and...
Next time we will invite you as our plastic consultant. You did really, you did really well.
Yes.
Yeah?
In fact, you're right. It's only the glass which doesn't contain plastic, and in fact, you detected a little bit here. So I mean, this wasn't designed. It's just
you were a pro.
Yeah.
Come and work with me, please.
I only want to work with you. Party!
Actually,
please.
I can add a little bit to what you mentioned about the glue in the book, right?
Yeah.
Binding all the pages.
Yeah.
That is a thermoplastic adhesive. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And actually, that notebook for sure will have a very thin lining of plastic. So if you drop a little bit of coffee, so it doesn't absorb it immediately. The lipstick. A lot of makeup and lipsticks in concrete has like Teflon. Teflon. What we use for the pans to cook. Yeah, we have it on the lipstick too. The pen, like to bind the wood, we also use plastic. And the paint, you were super spot on. It also has plastic. So,
Wow. So you were fantastic.
That was really exciting.
Phil, you have 1 minute, okay?
And sitting.
Yeah, you're going to be the one who will be describing to Patricia, and Patricia, you will be guessing, okay? So you're going to start from the top one. It's important you start from the top one, right?
Yes, because that is important.
Exactly. And 1 second.
And it says what I have to do, but I can't read it
You
loud,
cannot read.
But the audience will see what I have to do, and they're gonna be like, yeah, okay, thank you.
You cannot read one of the 3 written words inside them, okay?
We'll see if that actually will happen.
All right, okay.
Vamos.
Okay, vamos, Pame. Start.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay.
That didn't go so well.
A pencil. What? Toothbrush. I'm sorry. Plastic. Okay.
I can also describe it, but not use the words. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
better for me to dance it.
Yeah, you can dance it. Yeah, fine.
Swimming. Plastic soup. The islands. Plastic island. No. Drinking water. Microplastics. Drinking water. Water. Pool. Ocean.
Time.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, you had 1
So
minute.
it was easier to actually say it. Sorry, guys, I was just dancing 2 things. I hope that's okay. If you give me another minute, I can do it. But I was so occupied with being here. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I hope I look stunning. Thank you.
So now we will do the other way around.
Oh my God, yeah.
Time starts now.
Okay, when we consume something and we dispose it, that becomes?
Waste. Trash. I should find another word for
Yeah.
trash.
Yes.
Wow. I have no clue. Another word
In
for
British English?
waste, trash. Yeah. I have no clue. Garbage.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God, thank God I know that.
Okay, we carry things around in these.
Plastic bags.
Well done.
It's my favorite animal. And we did the combs because they have shell.
Turtle.
Ooh, it's the smallest mammal in the ocean.
Your last what?
Smallest mammal in the ocean.
What?
The one with that is smiling all the time.
Time.
In the ocean?
Dolphin.
Okay. So you
They're
both.
also not so happy anymore, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying that
Like,
they
that's a
smile.
false friend, darling. Okay.
You both did very well, but I have to say that Patricia won 3-2.
You get
So-
the lipstick, darling. Here you go.
More the flow for me.
Yeah, well. At this point, we are through to the final part of our show. Philip, I know you need to change your
Appearance.
outfit, exactly,
Okay.
because
This
you're
is the
going to come
moment.
back and do a performance for us. So,
Bye.
bye. Patricia, I would like to hear some thoughts about what can we actually do about all these things that we heard. You know, what can we do about plastic so that we contribute to the
Absolutely.
to this elimination of the plastic
So-
and microplastic.
We can also solve the problem from home, and that is consuming better and consuming less single-use plastic, whatever we can. And there are many options, but also it's important to remember that the most sustainable product is the one we don't buy. Try to reuse whatever we have at home as many times as possible. Every single-use plastic that we don't need, that is not a need, refuse it, because after a while companies will
stop making
yeah,
it.
exactly. The message will get, and the companies do whatever the consumer wants. So it's very important that we change our habits, and we can do it.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
We're gonna now hear the final words, but in a shape of dance, art, from our other guest, Phil. Let's see Phil. That was beautiful, thank you. I hope the hula hoops aren't plastic. There's quite a bit of it there. So I would like at this moment to thank both of our guests today, Phil Golle and Patricia Villarrubia-Gómez.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. I would also like to thank Yannis Arakatsanis, our director. Ace Production and the team here. And Panos and Antonis, Panos Kafousias, the project manager, and of course, all the Falling Walls team who are here, Niklas and Desiree, and the people in Berlin. Thank you all so much. See you all.
Ciao.
Ciao.